All right, guys. Welcome to Mac Attack. Like I said in the chat there, I was going to have a little intro, but it didn't want to work out for me. So therefore, I am going straight into the video here. So first off, let's see. Retro Techie, thanks for joining. Jay, the House of Moth, thank you. Dave's Vintage Apple Tech, thank you. And Patrick, and yep, that's it right now. So hopefully get some more viewers here later, but this might take a little while. Not only am I going to replace the battery in this thing, but I'm also going to go ahead and repaste the CPU because I don't think I've ever done it. I don't think I've ever opened this MacBook. This is, let me tell you a story about this one first before I get into it. As you can tell, this is my wife's MacBook. It's a MacBook Pro 13-inch, non-touch bar. So the battery does still work in it, but it is pretty shot. The reason for that is my wife only used it every so often, and she would always, whenever she was using it, she would always plug it in. Well, when she'd unplug it, she'd let it sit there in this, she'd just like close it up. So basically it's in sleep mode, and the battery would just completely die completely. And she would leave it that way for months and months at a time. Well, the problem with lithium ion batteries, if you don't have it at least half charged, when you store it, the battery will degrade severely. And that's what this one did. This battery has 29 cycles on it. And if you can see in the thumbnail, that came up where it says it needs to be, it needs to be replaced. It's at like 67%. So we're going to go ahead and replace the battery. And man, what did I do with it? So we're going to go ahead and replace the battery. And I bought the battery from Amazon. So this is one that's made for the MacBook Pro 13-inch non-touch bar. They actually have two different batteries, believe it or not, for the same MacBook with touch bar, without touch bar. So you got to have you got to have the right battery. So now the kit also comes with a couple of screwdrivers, which I'm not going to use because they're cheap. And I have an iFixit toolkit here. So I'll be using the iFixit. And then this is something I'm kind of glad I got with this kit. It's the first one I've got at a battery kit. All of these batteries that Apple puts in these MacBooks now are glued in. So this is going to come in very handy to get that out. I've been using a pizza cutter opener. I don't even know if I have it in my tools here. I mean, I've got all my tools stacked up right here, but it's one that you cut the stuff around the display on on iMac, and that right there is just not, it's not conducive to that. It's hard to get the battery out, and you could puncture it. And I've used one of these before, and that is very dangerous, having something metal trying to do that. I mean, I've never got magic smoke out of a battery, yet. So let's not do that tonight. All right. So the MacBook does work. It's the butterfly keyboard, unfortunately, which sucks. But I want to put Ventura on this one. So in order for me to do that, I'm going to go ahead and replace the battery first, repaste the CPU, and do all this other stuff. So let me go ahead and I wanted to pull the keyboard away so you guys don't see the password there. So there we go. All right. So first off, I'm going to shut it completely down because I don't want it even in sleep mode here. So right now it's 13% left on the battery. So we're going to go ahead and shut this thing down. Right now it's running Big Sur. So wasn't even running Monterey. So I'm going to go ahead and get this thing out. I don't need it right now. I have an anti-static mat here. That's pretty good about that. So, all right, let's go ahead and flip her over. Now this one has the pentalobe screws in it, so we've got to get the right pentalobe. And my eyes suck, so I need. Make sure that's the no, that's not the right one. All right, how come? All right, one of these pentalobes. Wait, these aren't the pentalobe. Actually, they are the pentalobe. Oh, yeah, there it is. Okay. But this is not the right size. Why is it not? Maybe I will use that screwdriver that came with it, but this is weird. Let's see. This is not the pentalobe. Nope. All right, I guess I'm going to use. So it's not fixed yet, Steve. It's not fixed yet, Jay. So I guess I am going to use these stupid screwdrivers that come with it. There we go. I do not like using these, but we'll go ahead and use them anyways. And I have a magnification light here that I like to use. Yes, I am old, Dana. We've already established that fact. Oh, let's see something here. Hey, how you doing, Starbuck Tech? All right, so we're getting the screws out right now. This ain't going to take too long. This is not a Steve 10-hour video. So there you go. Now these things are pain to get off because you're supposed to lift it up and then it pushes. It's a weird way these things work. And I have never been able to get these things off properly. So I do it my way. And I pry it. I should get a pick here. Hold on. There's my picks. Yeah, I think that Mac 84 dude does it way too long of videos, you know. One of those, that dude. There we go. That's what I needed. let's get this thing off of here. Can't remember if it slides back. These new MacBooks are a pain. And it's either they slide forward or backwards. I can't remember. Jay, help me out here. You've done these before. Yeah, the 2015. I've already done one of those. Mr. H. In fact, my daily driver is a 2015. I love that thing. However, my 2015 cannot run the. I'm gonna start calling it Ace Ventura or something like that, but it cannot run the latest version of Mac OS. So, yeah, therefore, I'm going to put the latest version on this machine and get it up and running. Come on, there we go. Come on, almost. Oh, these things are such a pain. Apple did not want you to get into these. That's for damn sure. Pull towards me. Okay. I was doing that and it wasn't coming out. There we go. Yep, you're right. So these little lips in here pull toward it, and this thing got some dust in it. So we're going to be cleaning that thing out. Yeah, the fan is really, really dusty. So we're gonna definitely blow that out with some compressed air before we put this thing all back together. So what we're going to be doing is replacing this. This battery is not swollen or anything, so that's a good thing. But we're definitely going to. Man, there's a lot of dust in this thing. Let me actually. I got a can already out, so. All right. That was probably loud on the microphone, unfortunately. I'll be upgrading to a new MacBook Air 2015. It's great for 6 years. Yeah. That's like I said, I still like I have a 15-inch 2015, and I really like that machine because it's got the Retina display and stuff like that on it. So I really like that. But I like the larger display. And it doesn't have it does not have the where it's peeling off and stuff. All right. So first thing we're going to do is get the battery disconnected. All right, Jay. All right, battery is disconnected. That was easy, see? Actually, no, that's actually not the battery. That's actually the mouse pad. So we got to actually disconnect that anyways. So we'll move that out the way because it's actually stuck to the battery here. The battery connection is actually underneath this right here. So now we're going to, and these are some weird connections. This one is almost like the 2015 Mr. H, where it has a couple of connectors, and I think the main connector is right here, and this has a let me get my eyes here so I can see, but I need pull that up and pull this out. There we go. So it's that cable right here. And let me see if I move the camera a little closer for you guys. There we go. That should be a little bit better. Easier to drain them by poking holes in. Yeah. we're not going to do that there, Retro. Not going to do that. So this is, it's a weird battery, how they hook these up, because there's this big thumb screw that holds two contacts down right here onto a little board. Man, looking at this, Jay, there's some green stuff growing in here, so I know my wife better not have got this thing wet. So I am going to need to take this cable off, because this cable is going to have to be reused on the other machine. And of course they put a little white dot on there, so I couldn't take it off. So there we go. So I got the battery completely disconnected. So now we're going to start doing the hard part, and that is getting this stupid battery out from with all the adhesive that they put in here. Now I'm hoping that this little tool that they provided will work pretty good. But I got to find a way to get underneath it first. Oh yeah, this is actually, oh, that's working pretty damn good actually. You know what, Jay, I should have, well, Jay's not here right now, but yeah. You start seeing a fire, I will be leaving out of here real quick. But this is a plastic tool, so it's not going to, I don't think it's going to catch fire. There we go. Got the first cell out. This is a really good little tool. I like it. It's the first kit I bought where it actually came with one of these to put in. Let me see the battery that I'm replacing it with. Okay. So all that does come with it. So I should be able to get my tool. Wasn't your last video, Dana, something with fire? If I remember correctly, the only video you've actually done on Dana Does Stuff, right? Wasn't it had to do something with a big bonfire? Yeah, so Dana's like, he likes fire, I guess. He's a pyro. Wow, that actually came out pretty easy, surprisingly. Let's see. I got to do it the other way. This might be a short video, guys, because this is cutting right through that crap that Apple likes to put in here. The only produced one. There we go. Wow. That actually surprises me that it came out as easy as it did. I got a little bit left on this one. There we go. And there's the battery. No holes punctured in it, so we're going to set this off to the side. All right. But before we put anything back in it, I got to get the rest of this goop off of here. I don't know if I can. And this stuff actually, once you can get a hand on it, it comes off pretty easy, actually. It's amazing how easy. Let me see. Where is... So once you get it started, it comes off pretty easy. Bite it. Well, you come up with some weird things there, Retro. Begin to wonder about you sometimes. There we go. That's one. But yeah, I like to clean all this crap off of it because the new one actually comes with its own adhesive. So you don't need to reuse the adhesive. That's amazing that this stuff comes off as easy as it does. Yeah, I think you're right, Mr. H. I think they should do that. But here's the thing. Apple doesn't want people like you and me doing this because they want to make their money off of selling you a new battery and replacing it. If you look at my thumbnail, I had the little do not enter sign on that because that was actually what comes up when you click on what are your repair options with the battery. And the only repair option is, hey, bring it into an Apple store and we'll fix it for you, which you're going to pay the Apple tax for, unfortunately. And I think we've talked about that a lot on MacYak about how Apple loves to make it almost impossible for people to actually repair their own stuff. I mean, I spent like $53 on the battery. Bought it off Amazon. I looked at the reviews on it. There was a lot of good reviews. There was a couple of bad ones, but for the most part, they had a pretty good reviews, and so I was pretty happy with it. But yeah, I wish these were pull tabs like on the iPhone. Now, however, sometimes those on the iPhone suck too because you could be pulling on it and then all of a sudden it just breaks. And then you're like, got to do the same thing I just did for this one, you know? All right, so I got that. Wow, I got some of this stuff underneath the... All right, so let's try to get... And no, this is not a Greg Rutke video, so I will not be bleeding on anything, just to let you know. I know that Jay and Dana and Steve are probably hoping that I bleed on something. Yeah, I don't know if you guys know, but if you ever watch Greg Rutke's videos, he bleeds just about in every one of them. He always does something to make himself bleed. So, but yeah, this is going to be the most long and drawn out process part of it. Doing the CPU is going to be easy because I don't even have to remove the logic board because the CPU is like right underneath the heatsink here. So I should be able to... Then again, I may have to take it off. I hate to take that back because I think the screws are on the other side. So yeah, I'm probably going to have to take the logic board out to get to it. Yep. I think I am. His hair gets in the way. I think his beard and, well, his hair, I don't think Grudy knows what a comb is, unfortunately. And like I said, I don't stream a lot on this channel. Also, I don't. How do you guys like the new logo there? This is the first time I'm actually streaming live with the new logo. So, how do you guys like that new logo? Grudy got a buzz cut? What? No. Pictures are it didn't happen. Too small to see. But that's YouTube putting it on there like that. That's not from StreamYards there, Jay. That's YouTube sizing. But I have to thank Jay's wonderful wife, who is a graphics designer. So if you guys ever need any graphics work done, I'm going to plug it. See Miss V. She does some very wonderful work and at a very decent price as well. You guys should, if you, like I said, if you need any good graphics work, she's the person to see. So get a hold of Jay, and yes, she did the MacYak logo, as a matter of fact, too, because, and this is a long story too, is because Jay did the original one. And I think it lasted, maybe 2 episodes, and his wife said, no, that's not going to work, and she came up with the new logo, and we've been using that new logo ever since. I mean, it's a really good logo. Jay, if you want to put your wife's web link in here for her web page, go for it. Because if anybody wants graphics work done, like I said, Jay almost he almost didn't want to give me my graphic because he wanted almost something like this. So, but she does some amazing work, and it was very quick turnaround. In fact, I was not even in a rush, and I think she did it and had me a rough draft within 5 days or so. And I was like, take your time. I wasn't in a rush or anything, but yeah. So she does some very amazing work. That's why I have to plug it. All right. Almost got. I hate when it breaks like that. I'm pulling it and bam. You know, I think I got the whole thing to come off, and it just, nope, you're not going to come off. Now this one's going to be a pain in the rectum. Actually, I could say ass because I'm not monetized, so. And to be honest with you guys, I really haven't been pushing it on this channel. I mean, I've done a few videos in here. One of my most, the videos that's actually performed the best, to be honest with you, is my open core video. And I think the second most performing video that I've done, I did a live stream of me doing a pixelless mod following Jay's website. I was doing it, straight from start to finish live. And so I did a pixelless mod. on my first CMP, and it works great. In fact, this CMP that I'm streaming off of now, because this is my second one, I did a pixelless mod on it as well. I probably didn't have to do it for this one, but to be honest with you, I'd rather be on the safe side instead of having to rely on the back plane for the power. I know there's been a lot of people saying, look at this one. That one all came off in one. I like that. Haha. That was a good one there. Only got 2 more to go, guys. Once these are off, it's pretty simple after that. I'm debating whether I want to repaste the CPU tonight. I may not, because I have to take the whole logic board out to get to the CPU. So I may wait on repasting the CPU. The temperatures weren't bad on this thing because I ran Cinebench on here, ran all the processors, and it didn't get above like 78, 80 degrees Celsius. And idle, it's running at 30, I want to say 35, roughly 38 Celsius. Bam, look at that. All right. No quitting till it's done. All right, so I got all that out. I probably need to use some Goo Gone in here. There's some stickiness, but I'm not too worried about that because that's going to be underneath the battery. Alrighty. If he quits, then yeah, there you go, CJ. If I quit, you can start streaming then. That's the deal. So all in favor of Jay streaming next. All right, guys. So what I like to do before I pull this stuff off is I'm going to make sure that the battery works first. So we're going to put it in with, I can pull this top one off because it's not going to fit right. So we're going to do that. But I like to make sure everything is going to fit properly before I pull that tape off. So first off, I want to make sure that the battery is going to actually work. So we're going to put it back in. And the way this battery works is, like I said, it has 2 little contacts that this piece sits down on. So I want to make sure it's lined up because it has screws so it can move back and forth. But you want to make sure that this piece, when it's contacting down, it can touch both of those. So I'm going to I adjust it, and then I'm going to screw this down. Is that the right screwdriver? All right. And then I'm going to take, is it repaste it? No, we're not repasting it yet there, Retro Techie. I may or may not do that tonight. We'll see. Depends on how much I want to, but I'm going to test this battery out first I want to make sure that the battery at least will work. All right, so we got that in. So now I've got to put this little cable in, little control cable. And these things are a pain in the butt. These, I swear, they make these things so small. All right, there we go. We got that one. Latch that down. I know it's hard to see what I'm doing here, but I've only got the one camera. All right, and then we'll get this other one into the logic board. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and put the trackpad, get back up just to make sure it's going to work. Let's see if we get power on the MacBook. All right, let's see. On the website, it said to plug it in first to get to. All right, there we go. So I got a bong, as Grudy would say. All right, let me turn that away for a second. And let's see what the battery says on here. And the battery looks like it's half charged, but it's not giving me the replace battery here. So this hasn't updated yet. So it says health is 77%. That's what the last one was. Let's see. So we're going to unplug it now because we want to wear this battery all the way down. So it's got a 59% charge on it. So let's go to About This Mac, System Report, Power. So the manufacturer is DSY. So it actually comes up with a manufacturer that before it didn't have it. So cycle count is 1. So full charge capacity is 3649. I don't think it's reset yet because we're going to have to run this down all the way and then run and charge it all the way back up in order to get it to reset itself. It should come up to about 4,700 milliamp hours when it's fully charged. So the battery does work because I am disconnected from power. So we are on the battery. It is working. So I am going to shut this back down. And we're going to go ahead and repaste this thing. Hell, might as well. I didn't even read that yet, Jay, and I decided I was going to do that. So I don't know. All right. So we're going to go ahead and repaste it. So let's go ahead and, man, that sucker's already getting hot. So let's go ahead and take the battery back out. What's wrong with the screwdriver? You better not leave, Jay. You better stay right here because I'm repasting for your sorry butt. So this is the reason why I don't put the adhesive on yet, because like I said, I want to make sure everything works first before we put the adhesive down. So this battery works, but see, this one's got fresh brand new adhesive. So we're gonna do that next here after I do a repaste on this CPU. So I think these should be standard hex. Let's see. I think this is the size. Hey, got it the first time. Imagine that. All right, so now we're going to do a repaste. Thanks to Jay. You guys can thank Jay for this, okay? What the hell is that? Just one step up. No? Why is my pentalobe? That's where my pentalobe one went. Just trying to get the damn screw out with a pentalobe. All right, so let's get that one off. I don't need to pull it all the way off. Let's see what we got underneath here. I hate these connectors. I don't know why Apple still insists on using these stupid. Wow, there's one underneath one. What the hell? It looks like I'm going to have to take the speaker out. Jay, I'm doing this off the cuff. I usually have an iFixit video up or something. Taped in SSD. No, it's the SSD on these. I think. Yeah, that is the SSD. Sorry. I thought they were soldered in, to be honest with you. All right, so let's get that out of the way. So now I can get to this. All right. Pull that out. Let's see what other cables I have here. Might be able to get this one out, getting the speaker out. There we go. All righty. And then I've got two RF connectors that I need to disconnect. Yeah, I don't have a fancy microscope camera like Steve has. Hey, how you doing, Alex and Neo? I didn't say hi to you guys yet. All right, Retro. Catch you later. Have a good night. And damn, I was just probably going to make you a mod too. Watch if they stay. Come on. Wait, I didn't need to take that off because that is holding on the SSD. So I don't wait, actually, yeah, I do, I think. Do I need to take these two screws off, Jay? For the where the SSD is, I think those are not holding it into the housing, correct? Is he still using Siri? I thought we talked about this, Patrick. I thought we discussed this. Let's see. I don't need to take that off, but I do believe. Yeah, I need to get underneath that. SSD comes out first. Okay, so I'll go ahead and take it out. Keep these screws separate. I hate this that they put this stupid tape on here. You know what's funny is I got one of these. Believe it or not, and Jay knows this, is that where I work at. No, I'm not using a guide. I normally will use like iFixit. They have some really good guides on, especially on stuff that I don't know how to take apart and stuff. So yeah, those guides I will use pretty religiously, but for this purpose, I'm not even going to put this tape back on, Jay, because this is ridiculous. Why do they even put this crap on here, or is it required? There's the SSD. This is actually the upgraded one. This is the 256 gigabyte one. So it didn't. The base models come with 128 gigs. When me and my wife bought our 15 inches, what did Jay send? Hold on a second. Oh, Jay just sent something I need to read later, so we will look at that later. But all right, I need to first off get into. That's too big. There we go. Some little tiny ass screws in. No, but I got one of these MacBook Pros, 15 inches. Somebody was going to recycle, and because they couldn't get it to turn on anymore. And a lot of times people don't understand is that it just needs an SMC reset. And that's all I did to it. I SMC reset it. Bam, the thing worked fine. The battery was still good. I ended up giving it to my father-in-law because he had an old MacBook Air that was very outdated. And I think it was like a 20, I want to say it was a 2010 MacBook Air. All right, what am I missing in here? Is there another? Man, these freaking USB-C ports are a pain. I think I'm going to have to take this speaker out. There's just no getting around it. the DY from M1 to overcome the need to support M1 Rosetta don't support AVX. That's why you can bypass the need. Huh. I thought they just pull out. I don't think they're. It's almost like I got a screw still in there, maybe, but I don't see anything holding it down. All right, Jay, I might need your help here because I can't get this. Is there a connector on it? Because I don't see any connector for the USB-C ports. How do you... Is it underneath this tape? No, there's nothing there. Jay, I don't see... They look like they're connected to the board. I don't... It's like it's connected to the logic board here. I may have to go look at an iFixit guide because I can't get any further than this because these are not letting it go. Yeah, because there's no connector on the top here at all. This is just, it's a RF shield that's soldered to it just like this one right here is, Jay. So there's a RF shield here and then a RF shield here, but there's no like connector release or anything. That's huh. Can you imagine if this was the frickin' 4 USB port one? I don't see. I don't want to. Oh, wait. No, I know why it's not frickin' coming out. Stupid me. Nope. I know why. There's another cable here that's stopping it from coming out, Jay. I found it. There's a connector I did not disconnect, and this is going to be a pain. This is going to be fun. Fuck. I stripped the screw. These screws strip so damn easy. Told you to triple check. Yeah. All right, this is going to be a pain. It is not wanting to strip the screw. I mean, I don't really need this piece, so I might just break it off. It's just another little bracket. Yeah, there we go, Jay. All right. So there's the logic board to a 2017. You need the bracket. Well, the bracket's still there. I just bent it up enough so I could get it out. When I go back in, I'll bend it right back down and put the other screw in. Problem solved. There's always a way to fix a problem. You would think they would have made a better way to mount this stupid thing, but oh well. All right, so now we need to go ahead and remove these screws here. All right, so that should pop right off. Oh yeah, that's some dried up paste. Well, it's still kind of gooey, so, but we're going to fix this anyways. Alrighty. All this nice gooiness. Gotta love how Apple puts all this paste on here. It gets all over everything. My garbage can here so I can throw these away. Exactly, Jay. I think those Chinese guys that are making these things, they just throw a gob of paste on here and like, oh, it'll stick to everything. It'll cover what it needs to cover. Yeah, my watch just told me it's bedtime, but I don't have to work tomorrow, so therefore I will continue streaming. I know we've got, I think, 5 viewers right now. I was up to 7 at one time, so for me, that's pretty good. And I don't mind the small viewership. Doesn't hurt me one bit. Oh, that's nice and shiny. All right, now let's get the heat sink. All that nice gooiness. No work means long stream. I'm not doing a Steve stream. There's no way I can do 10-hour streams. That's just not going to happen. I mean, Jay would love it because he would sit here and watch it. But I am not going to do a 10-hour stream. Just not going to happen. All right, guys. So we got the copper clean. I just now noticed that there's two little other strips here. So where are those? Okay, they're touching these. Oh, no, that's actually, I think that's just a electrical contact. So it actually has an electrical contact to the ground right here because there's two little pads right here. They're not anything. I thought it needed some paste there, but apparently not. All right, let me get my paste. Where did I put it? Trust me, guys, I do have thermal paste. I just need to remember where I put it at. I just bought a brand new box of it. That is flux. That's not going to work. I need a be right back button like Steve and them have. And if you're still watching, guys, I am looking for my paste. Yes, I wasn't prepared for the pasting part. I should have just not pasted. But now I have to, otherwise I can't put the machine back together because I cannot run it without thermal paste because that thing will explode on me. Give me a second. Ah, there it is. Aha! I found it. Screens/music. Okay. All right, so we're just going to put enough thermal paste on here. Actually, I need to redo this. I need to squeeze some of this crap out because the first little bit was watery as hell, so I can't use that. So now I have to re-clean this. Guess that's what I get for using a brand new tube. It's more than Apple put on? I doubt that, Jay. I highly doubt that. All right, so now damn it. All right. Cool thing about this is it comes with this little spreader. So we're going to spread it out. Actually, I am going to let yeah. You know why I look at it this way, Jay, is that as long as it's on there and it works, I don't mind. In fact, I am going to, in the next probably few days, I am going to repaste my CMP, both my CMP, well, at least my main one, because I haven't done that in quite a while. So it's going to need to be done real soon. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. In fact, I don't know if I did it yet or not on my other CMP, because the little plastic tabs on this CMP that I'm streaming on right now, the plastic tabs on the North Bridge broke off. So I actually put bolts in. There we go. Yeah, that's what we need to do, is do a cleaning repasting stream for CMP, so we could show people, yes, you could still keep these machines running for a very, very long time. All right, that is done. All right, let me put the lid back on that. All right, just making sure everything looks all right. That actually, like I said, Jay, that's actually a pretty good idea. We should pitch that to the other guys. And we'll get people like Bruce and Steve that be like, nah, I don't want to do that. We could talk about it as I would say spring cleaning, but it's past spring already. It's already starting to get summer. So, yeah, I don't think we could call it, the spring cleaning. Mac Yak there. All right, so I got that. Let's get that so it doesn't get underneath. It's the only thing I hate about these is getting every one of these little stupid cables. And then this little rubber piece is a pain in the you-know-what. Wait, I think I had that on. Yeah, I had it on backwards, I think. Wait, did I have it on right? No, I had it on backwards. Silly me. What was the episode today? Extra? No, it was. We had a lot of stuff to talk about. Neo, you should go watch it. It was a pretty interesting show. We started talking about Steve, and he decided his ears were burning, and he wasn't going to be on the show tonight. And bam, he was there. Make sure when you watch it, you give that thing a like, too. Also, if you haven't yet, hit that like button on here. How many likes do I have? I haven't even seen it. Oh, I got 5 viewers and 5 likes, so there we go. We're good. All right, so we're starting to get this thing back together. So first off, let's see. And then I get paste all over my arm here. That's good. All right, so first off, I need to get these little, I hate these things. They're a pain in the butt. You don't ever want to go on properly. And that's these little RF, these little connectors for the Wi-Fi. If you don't get them right perfectly straight, they don't snap in. They're so damn tiny. My fat fingers are too big for them. Got one of them, but the other, there we go. Finally got the second one in. Yeah, actually, well, it'd have to be later on Sunday because I'm actually working till 7. So I probably, because I close that night, so I probably will not be home to close to 9. So it would have to be a later stream. I mean, but I'm fine with that. But yeah, I do need to repaste that CMP, and I can stream off of this other one. So I'm not, I'm able to stream still at least. Yeah, but I'm working, unfortunately. You know how that Best Buy life is, man. They don't care. I mean, if we started around 9:30, 10ish, yeah, I'm for it. Plus, actually having it around that time would be Bruce's. Well, Bruce would be on Monday. That'd be a Monday for Bruce if you wanted to be on it. So we'd have to see about that. All right, this thing is going back together pretty good. Yes, I plan on still using it. This is what I'm going to test Ventura out on. I was going to use this, and then when I saw the abuse my wife did to it, yeah, I wasn't too happy about that. That when I saw the battery, how much degradation the battery had on it. So yeah, I'm planning on putting 2017 because this is probably the last. I think Ventura will probably be the last OS that this particular machine will support. Seeing that they jumped clear from 2015 because my 2015 natively runs Monterey. Imagine that. And the 20 this is a 2017, and they skipped straight over the 2016. So I know those guys with 2016s are kind of PO'd right now, probably. That they didn't get included in the good old Apple upgrade period there. I mean, we talked about that a little bit on Mac Yak tonight. So if you guys go and check out that episode we just did tonight. All right, got that speaker in. Let's get this one in. Actually, let's get this in first. There we go. That's the biggest reason why I took the speaker out. All right. Open core legs. Yeah, I'm thinking that. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if this one. I'd have to check and see if this has like all the AVX instructions and stuff. I'm not sure how that's going to work, but yeah, this will probably be my test laptop. I'm still going to keep my 2015 one because it's a 15 inch. This is a 13 inch. And it was actually a recycle rescue. And Jay, I still have to send you that logic board from that 2015. I actually got the case for this one, or the one I'm using daily now. So I got to send that logic board to you because you still have a case that you could put a 2015 in. All right, guys. So I got everything back in after repasting. All screws are back in. I didn't have any extras, thank goodness. So now we're going to go ahead and put the battery back in. So this time, I'm going to go ahead, do the old peel here. Because we are going to make sure it stays in now. We already know that this battery works. Oh, it's, I got a lot. Oh, you did? So I'm not sending you anything then, right? You son of a monkey. Didn't adhere down yet. It's the thing about these things, man. If you don't get them in just right. All right, that one's in right. All right. So now we got to start putting more screws in here. Oh, too late I mentioned it. No. I'm going to have to erase this stream afterwards so Jay doesn't see that. So like I said before, you want to make sure that this is set just right so this will contact both sides, and it looks like it is. So I'm going to tighten this down. Yep, there we go. All right. So next, where is that location? There it is. Yeah, I still got to get that out to you, Jay. I'll one of these days. You know how I am on shipping, so it takes me forever to get something out. But to be honest with you, Jay, you're about the same, so I guess unless it's a paying customer, right? Not that one. Where is my other set of tweezers? There we go. All right, so let's get the battery tightened down. All this cable in. All right, all that's good. Now, let's get the trackpad cable. That looks all good. A little hold down. Hey, Jay, if it says, hey, what's up, Bruce? If it says MacBook Air anywheres in the title, it's trash to Jay. All right, yes, all the screws I got left is the case screws. So before I button her up, let's make sure one more time that this will turn on. May have to reboot it with the power on it. There we go. It is rebooting. All right, let me all right. All right, let's see. So the fans kicked on immediately, probably because it's like, what the hell's going on here? Yeah, temperature just went way down, so we're good. It's down to 51 degrees Celsius. So, but the battery is showing at 60%. We're going to disconnect it because we want to run it all the way down and do that. So now let's get the case back on it. First off, man, this thing was dirty on the inside. So, Bruce, if you're still watching, Jay and I decided we're going to do a CMP cleaning special. So we're going to have all of us at the same time on a stream repasting our CMP CPUs. What do you think about that idea? All right. So I've got that in. There's two little snaps there. So let me it's a stupid idea. You love it. Okay. We're talking about possibly next Sunday. However, I have to work Sunday. So it would have to be sometime after probably 9:30 or 10 because I don't get off till about 8. I wouldn't make it home for at least 30 minutes. It takes me 30 minutes to get home. I mean, that's it with good traffic. And we're talking about I-95. I don't know if a lot of you live in the DC area, but it's the traffic on 95 in the DC area sucks bad. But at 8 o'clock at night or 7:30 at night, when I will be traveling on it, it's not so bad. It's just around between 4. Well, I would say 3:30 and about 6. It is really, really bad. Yes, Jay, ignore the sticker on here. This is my wife. So, all right. So there we go. It is down to 39 degrees Celsius. So, yeah, I think my paste job went pretty good. So we're going to let this run completely down. And then I'm going to recharge it. But this has been a pretty good video. In fact, an hour and a half to do a repaste and changing the battery out. I thought it was going to take a lot longer to get the battery out because of the way Apple puts the adhesive in there. But this little tool right here, which is probably something that cost the company probably about 20 cents, is perfect. So I am going to keep that. Definitely. Now, I didn't put this tape back on, Jay. This is the tape that was on the SSD. I'm not going to worry about that because there's no stickiness left on it anyway, so it's pretty much pointless. But yeah, this MacBook is working good. Let's go run Cinebench on it real quick. There we go. And this will get the all the CPU cores running good. And this thing has only got 4 cores. It's an i5 processor in this thing, so I want to see what the temperature is going to get up to, because this is running all 4 cores. Let me Windows CPU usage. Yep, all 4 cores are being used right now. And we're up to 90 degrees Celsius. And it's going down to 88. So it's running between 90 and 87 roughly. So yes, it's a dual. It's a dual core with 2 threads per core. Actually, no, wait. I think this is a quad core, but it's only got 1 thread per core, if I remember correctly. I have to look at that. The highest it's gotten is 92 degrees, but I have Mac fan control on this thing, so it's actually running pretty cool. But yeah, you can see that all 4 cores are maxed out right now. And right now we're running it's at 92, and then it jumps down to 88. 93, that's the hottest it's gotten so far. I've actually had these CPUs on this thing, and you could feel it sometimes right here. Actually, I don't even feel it right here right now, so it's actually going pretty good. But I've had this thing almost to 100 degrees Celsius on it, so it's a pretty good little laptop. Now, Apple in their infinite wisdom, that heatsink is a piece of crap. I don't know. I'll have to look at this again, Neo, but hold on. You're going to make me pull up Mac Tracker. Oh, let's see. Where's my Mac? There it is. All right, so this is a MacBook Pro. It is the 13-inch 2017. Let's see. Or is this the early or I can't remember. It's the 13-inch 2 Thunderbolt 3 port. So that's there it is right there. So the processor is an Intel Core i5 or i7, 7360U or 7660U Kaby Lake processor. Yes, two cores. You're right. This was a dual core. I don't have Geekbench on here, otherwise I'd be running Geekbench. But it peaked up at 95 there for a second, so it's staying in the 90s now, but it's not getting any hotter. But I would expect it to get way hotter if I was running. I need to put Intel gadget on here, the Intel Power Gadget. And look at this, I already have an update. So I guess it wants me to probably update to either Monterey. Yep, it wants me to update to Monterey. Yeah, we got this one. We bought these brand new. We had one. I had one, and my wife had one. I sold mine because, to be honest with you, I thought the 2015, because the 2015 I have has an i7 processor in it. The 2017 I had an i5 just like this one. So, to be honest with you, that 2015 runs circles around these 2017s, just because it has the i7 in it, and those are, I want to say that I think that was a dual core as well, but it's got 4 threads to it. I'll have to look at it again. But yeah, this is running. It's not getting above 95 degrees. The fans are pretty much running at full speed. So, yeah, we're running right at full speed on the fans. Yes, I did have an iMac 5K. That was a 2017 iMac I had. I actually sold that one too, because I started using my CMP way more, because the CMP actually, in multi-core threads, it outperformed it because it was an i5 processor as well. Only had, I want to say it had, is it 2017? I think it had, I want to say it's a dual core. I can't remember. I have to look again. But my Mac Pro in multi-core or multi-threaded applications outperformed the 2017 iMac by leaps and bounds. So I rarely used it. So I went ahead and sold it while it still had some value back in 2019. So it's only 2 years old. So I sold it for, I think, $1,200. Yeah, I want to say $1,200. I think I paid like $18 for it, but and then I upgraded the memory too. So I had 32 gigabytes of memory in it, because it was a 27-inch, and you could upgrade the memory on those 27-inch iMacs, which was nice. The 21.5 inches you could not upgrade. And that 2017 I actually did open it up, and I did actually replace the strip on there. Yep, CMP does rule there. So the only laptop I use, I mean, I have a ton of laptops here that I get from Recycle. People wanting to throw them out. I'm probably going to put some of them up for sale on the MacYac Discord. But they range from like 2009 all the way to 2011. Most of them work really well. Jay already has dibs on the 2012. You sent me a text. All right. I like that. Oh, yeah. That's some dirty, nasty stuff right there. Oh, yeah. We definitely need to do that. I like that, Jay. No, actually, it wasn't that hard. The hardest part was trying to figure out how to open up that little door. But once you figure out there's a little button underneath the power cord, it opens up pretty easy, and then you could get to it easy. So I didn't have a problem after that. It was just trying to figure out, without reading any instructions, that there's a little button underneath the power cord. So you have to take the power cord off in order to upgrade the memory. Yeah, Jay's got some pictures of my not so. Yeah, okay, Jay. Notice I cleaned all that up afterwards, so. I should have done that off camera so Jay couldn't have got a picture of it. Oh. Yeah, the problem with those thin Macs, Neo, is you have to cut the display off. So you have to use one of these in order to get to it. In fact, I still have some residue from that Mac when I did it. You have to cut through all the tape and everything, and then you can order off of Amazon. You could get new tape to put on it, or do like I did for the longest time before I sold it. I just used electrical tape to hold the display on. Jay's wife has one that has what is it, painter's tape on it, Jay? Hey, I tell you what, if you want to get right back into it again every time, that's the easiest way to do it, especially to clean it out. I have a couple of 2011s that I use that are nice because the screen is held on with magnets and it's easy to get inside the stupid thing. I don't know why Apple had to go that route with not putting magnets back on it again. It mostly fell off. Well, that's the reason why I put a big long strip on the bottom, Jay, and then I kind of did it on the corners, to hold it on. All right, so this thing is cooling back down now. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it down here, but it's all the way at the bottom as far as the benchmark scores. It's 2383. And the one system above it is a 3769. So that tells you how crappy this. It's a 2.3 gigahertz Intel Core i5. So, yeah. So, anyways, guys, that is going to be it for the night. I am going to go ahead and stop the stream here, but I appreciate everybody watching. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit that. Well, actually, you can't chat if you're not subscribed. So if you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Then you could chat. But also hit that thumbs up, hit the like button, please. I would very much appreciate that. We did get up to, looks like my peak was it 7 viewers? Wow, pretty good. There's Dave. I thought you'd left already. I guess you were just in the background there. So yeah, this thing's going back down to 39 at idle. So this thing is really getting cool. So yes, Jay, my thermal paste is working great in here. So just, it doesn't have to look pretty. It just has to work. See? So you guys take care. We'll see you guys again next time I stream. I don't do this often enough, but I think I'm going to start doing more and more streams. Next Sunday, Jay and we were talking about it. We are probably going to do a CMP repasting and cleaning stream. So we're going to get our CMPs out, and we're going to see if we can clean them up pretty good and repaste them. In order to keep your machines working properly, you should do that every so often. I have not done my main CMP for a very long time. I think it's been at least over a year, but I'm going to go ahead and redo it again. And so Jay will be there. Hopefully we'll get Bruce, maybe Steve if he still wants to do it. He's still got that Mac Studio now, so, or Studio Mac, whatever the heck they call it now. So, all right, guys, appreciate you watching, and you guys have a good night, and we'll see you later.